Every day I write the list of reasons why I still believe they do exist. Stars are beautiful things.
Well, hello and welcome, whoever you are, however you found me. This is the first episode of 1,000 Beautiful Things. The title's inspired by an Annie Lennox song, which I'll talk about in a future episode. For this episode, I'd like to talk about this. The first record I ever bought with my own money. Abba, the album. Soundtrack to Abba, the movie. No pictures of it, unfortunately. Why I'm doing this? I'm trying to create a place with memories of moments that have inspired my life and led to me being who I am today. This album was my first ever purchase of something musical for me, that I chose, that I decided I wanted, not cassettes that family had bought for me, not records that had been passed down to me. This is for me, by me. So when I was 9 or 10, I had a part-time job working in a little shop that did iron-on transfers like this and had a laundry out the back. And I was getting $3 or $4 a week from that, plus some pocket money from my parents. And Abba the movie had just aired in the town I lived in, a little outback town in central New South Wales called Cobar. Don't go there, it's not worth it, there's nothing to see. Anyway, saw the movie a good 5 years after it was released, by the way, but that's how we got movies in our town. Took years to come out. Later that week, I was in Damani Brothers, the only major retail store in town, in terms of, it was like a department store. Used to go there to get school uniforms and shoes and basic clothing, white goods, some basic electronics, not much else. They had a small box on the counter which was records. Now, we'd recently bought a record player, quite a good one, a Sansui system. I think my parents spent quite a lot of money on it. And I was now of the age where I was allowed to use it on a limited selection of records that had been purchased for me, or that I had passed down to me by my mother, for example. Most of these were kids' records, and I'd listened to them all too many times. So when I realised that I could buy this, Abba the album, for a mere $10, I know, probably a fortune back then, I did. And this is still my original copy. It's an Australian release, as you can tell by the wobble. We were using really cheap vinyl at the time because of oil shortages. This has scratches. This does not play perfectly. But I've kept it through I don't know how many moves, through how many downsizes, through how many declutterings, because this was my entrance to music, my own music, developing my own taste. Probably the biggest song that you would know of this album is Take a Chance on Me. The song I think I like the most off this album is called Hole in Your Soul. Now obviously, YouTube, I can't play either of these for you, I'm sorry. But this was it. This was the beginning. The following week I bought something else, which I'll probably talk about in a future video. And then eventually I discovered you didn't need to buy whole albums. You could actually just buy singles. That was an even smaller box on the counter that I hadn't really paid any attention to. So there you go. That's the first of 1,000 beautiful things that I'm going to be talking about in this web series. Sorry about all the clutter. I'm still trying to work out a background and a space and to make it look nice like everyone else on YouTube does. But I wanted to get this out there just so something was started and I can get this project going properly. Please look after yourself and your loved ones. Stay safe on the roads. It's crazy out there. And I hope to see you soon.